Hello, good morning, fam. Welcome to Monday Piano Lessons with Emmy John. And I want to say thank you to all those who have been successfully following us, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on my videos. I want to say a very big thank you and God bless you all. So today's lesson is going to be very short and very simple. Today I want us to look at something very much more simple and basic for every pianist to know. Remember what we said last week in introduction? We said we're going to be looking at some of the stuffs every pianist needs to know or every keyboardist needs to know on the piano. Some basic things you need to know on the piano, and I'm going to be dissecting them now. Number one, we're going to be looking at the technical names of each of the notes on the piano. The technical names, and also we're going to be looking at the diatonic scales in three forms. Each of the notes in the diatonic scale can be said in three ways. Number one, in number. Number two, in alphabets. And number three, in solfa notation. Let me repeat again. Each of the notes on the piano can be seen in three ways. It's either a number, it's either a solfa notation, or it's either an alphabet. So these are stuff we're going to be exploring. So without wasting so much time, let's sharply dive into today's lesson. Just before I start the lesson, please do well to share this video one more time, like this video, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, click the share button and notification button so that each lesson I drop, you'll be able to be notified. Please share this video, share this video. So now, I'm going to use the key of F as a case study for today, on the key of F major. On the key of F, our F is our 1, our G is our 2, our A is our 3, our B flat or A sharp is our 4, our C is our 5, our D is our 6, then E is 7, then back to the 1 or 8. So that's where we have the major scale. Very important. Okay, so now let's look at the technical names of the notes in the diatonic scale. Now, when we talk about diatonic, the word diatonic simply means a scale that has 7 note parts. It's called diatonic. So therefore, we are looking at the major scale. Another name for the major scale is diatonic. Another name for diatonic is the major scale. So wherever you hear diatonic scale, bear in mind we're also talking about the major scale. And also note that the major scale is the most important note on the piano. The major scale is the most important scale, rather. The most important scale on the piano is called the major scale, because that's the building block for all other scales. That's basically that. Take note of that. Therefore, when we look at the technical names involve, number one, calling the one the tonic. Another word for tonic simply means the root key. So the tonic, supertonic, median, subdominant, dominant, submediant, leading notes, then back to the tonic. Let me repeat again now. Let's try it on the key of G. On the key of G, G is our 1, A is our 2, B is our 3, C is our 4, D is our 5, E is our 6, then F sharp is our 7, then back to G as our 1. So therefore we have very important. So therefore, looking at that now, let's use the technical names to represent the diatonic scales. Now, why is the technical name important? It is important for you as a pianist or as a keyboardist or as a keyboard player or piano player to know some of these basic things. Why? There are stuffs or places in life you will get to and they might be needed, especially in theory. Now, maybe when playing in church, you don't make use of all this theory to play. That's very true. But just because of knowledge and be able to stand out among your peers, or you can never tell the environment you find yourself tomorrow. That's why I take my time to study all these things and to break them out for you. That's basically that. So on the key of G, our G is our tonic. Sorry. Our G is regarded to our tonic, which is our 1, our center, our root. We have our A, which is our 2, as supertonic. So tonic, supertonic. We have our 3 as our median. We have our 4 as our subdominant. We have our 5 as our dominant. So when you hear the 5, it's always a dominant. What does it talk about? The 5 is always a dominant. The 5 is always a dominant. The 6 is our submedian. Remember, the 3 was the median, so this is the submedian. Then our 7 is our leading notes. Leading notes, finally resolving back to the 1 chord, which is G, our tonic. So if you want to test the IQ of some musicians around you, try to ask them to show me the supertonic, show me the submedian, show me the subdominant, show me the leading notes. So these stuffs are very, very important. Now, let's move back to the original key of C, and let's talk about the 3 kind of names or ways or approach to see the diatonic scale. Remember, we said another name for diatonic scale is the major scale. So the 3 ways the major scale or diatonic scale can be seen on the key of C. We said number 1 is solfa notation, alphabet, or number system. Number 1, our C is our 1, our D is our 2, our E is our 3, our F is our 4, our G is our 5, our A is our 6, our B is our 7, and then back to the 1 or 8. So that is it. So that's basically that. So for number system, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time for number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you know the most funny thing about all this? Each country has the way they approach their key. Example, I grew up in a French-speaking country, Benin Republic. In Benin Republic, they don't use solfa. Okay, they don't use alphabets like we do in Nigeria or in other parts of the world. The French citizen or the French country make use of number system. Let me repeat again. The French-speaking country make use of number system for representing their keys. You can hear them playing. They say, I'm playing on the 1. On the 1. On the 4 sharp. On the 4 sharp simply means this, which is F sharp. The 4 sharp, which is fa jazz. So we have this. We have them saying you are playing on the 6. You can hear the 6 flats. You can hear the C B, which is 7 flats. So these are why we need to know this, so that in case if you find yourself in an environment where the guys understand a different language other than the one you are used to, the aim of my lessons is to demystify all this and give you that exposure as a pianist to be able to know how to stand your ground in any location you find yourself. So back to the original key of C, we have looked at the number system. So we have looked at the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, and back to the 1. Let's look at the solfa notation. Solfa notation, we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Very easy. So we know everybody knows the do, re, mi slogan, which is called solfa notation. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, then back to do. From there, we now have the other ones, which are number system, alphabets, and then solfa notation. We have looked at number, we have looked at alphabets. Let's look at the alphabet now. We have looked at number and solfa. Let's look at the alphabet. So we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and finally C. When you look at countries like UK, US, and the likes of them, they represent their keys using alphabets. So rather than hearing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you'll be hearing C, F, G, B, D, F, F sharp, G sharp, A. These are stuff that are very important. That is why this topic today is very, very important for all pianists. It may not contain all the chords, all the big chords you want to know, all the scales, all the movements, but rather it has the basic knowledge you need that will actually help you to transcend into that. Remember, for all this and more, join my 6 months ongoing piano lesson. My 6 months piano lesson covers all the rudiments of music, chord voicings, application of chords, how to build chords from the very scratch down to the highest note. So that's basically that for today. Remember, we have talked about 4 things. Number 1, the diatonic scale, or also called the major scale. Number 2, we looked at how to represent each of the notes on the piano in different countries and how they see it. We looked at, therefore, in number 2, we looked at solfa notation. Sorry. We looked at solfa notation, we look at alphabet, and we look at the number system, which we said different countries have the way they approach it. So you watching this video, how does your country approach the diatonic solfa? Do you use number? Do you use alphabet? Or do you use solfa notation? Drop it on the comment section. Let's hear from you right away. So that's basically that. Then finally, we look at the tonic name or the technical name. It's called the technical names of the keys. The technical names of the diatonic keys. We look at we said in the 1 is always our tonic, supertonic, median, sub, dominant, submedian, leading notes, and back to the tonic. Very important. Take your time, spread them out on all keys. For me, I do them on all keys constantly. So that's basically that. Do that on all keys, and God bless you. Don't forget to join our 6 months piano lesson on the number on the screen. Emmy John.